Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. We have a top 25 clash between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats offense will start this game off. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks. You wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Smith wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. What a catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the option, he'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for space. It's Giddens. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Caught behind the line. It's Cephas. And the Wildcats will keep this drive going.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with him. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Giddens. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Now on second down. It's reverse. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he can take it to the distance.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it. going and trying to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got it up for the first as they mark it at the 32.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And the quick shuffle pass.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Smith dropping to pass. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington is getting stomped right now. I mean, thrown around the field like a salmon at Pike's Fish Market. Just a brutal performance. They're trailing by 14 to USC. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Here's the handoff. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going up top. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Power ahead. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up for the PA team. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Power football with the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Connection to the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the single back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Cougars. And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Offense getting set for first down. Takes the handoff. It's Giddens. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
Kansas State will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
At the 39-yard line. Second down coming up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Steps away. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
To the air, it's Roberson. Fires to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Swanson. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got it in the middle, it's Davis.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Grab near the sticks. It's White. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Here on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Wildcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
For the point after.
On for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 20 to Stanford. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They move the tight end all over. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.